In Go, we manually discuss about the four things: variable, type, constant, and function. In this video, we'll focus on a variable and type in Go, and it make it easy to understand. Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. In this video, we are exploring and learning Go together. Stick around to get more exciting content. In the previous video, we went over Hello World program. If you miss it, please check out my last video. I showed you how to write Hello World in Go. Let's jump into variable and type declaration. Let's start with a straightforward type of variable. In my opinion, it's an integer. First, I will show you how to declare an integer in Go. To declare an integer in Go, we use a var keyword. Let's call our variable foo. It is not very creative, but it works. We also need to specify the type and then we assign it to value. You might notice a complaint from the compiler reminding us to make sure all your variables are being used. That's right. In Go, we don't need any semicolon at the end of the line. The syntax is clean and simple. So let's just print that variable. Here's how we can declare variable in Go. As you can see here, to assign a value to this integer, we simply provide the value after the equal sign. Var foo int equal 1. If we were to run this program, so we can run the program by simply type go run main.go. When we run the program, we should see it printing the value of the integer or foo, which is in this case is 1. It is important to notice that either the type or the expression can be left out, but not both. Let's talk about the concept of zero values. Whenever we are not assigning any value or being assigned any value, as you can see here, we call this concept zero value. As you can see, this integer here, it's not assigned any value. It's 0. And for this float also, it's the same. It's 0. And for this boolean, it's false. For this string, it's null. When you are printing all of these, you can see these are the zero value concept for these integers and boolean and float and string. If we print out what we have here by running the command go run main.go, we should see that it is indeed being assigned the zero values. If you take an extra step, you can actually declare a multiple variable within the same line of instruction. For example, you could do foo1 and foo2. If you run the program again, you should see that it prints the zero value for both of these integers. As we already talked about that, you can either get rid of expression or you can get rid of the type. One interesting thing about Go is that to compare to silently more traditional program language like a Java or C, is that you can actually declare a different type of variable within the same line of the instruction. For example, you can do a string and integer with the exact same line. Another cool things in Go, it's a short declaration. This is a different way to declaring variable. Instead of using typical var with the name of variable, you can declare variable by using the name of variable and colon equal and then the expression. How this manifests itself in actual Go code is that you can declare the name of variable in this case. So using the boolean, just call boolean, and you can use the colon equal to expression. In this case, the value of the boolean type will be false. If we print it out that boolean, you can see that it will become false. If we get rid of this so that it stop compiling and then actually run the program here, you can see that it will printing out the value of the boolean which is false. Now we are going to change it to true and run the program again. As you can see, it will print it out the true. One thing about this short declaration is that you can declare the specified type or without providing an expression. The next thing that I'm going to talk is a pointer, and I assume that you already know the pointer. If you don't know that, make sure to leave the comment here and I will create a separate video about the pointer in Go. But in today's video, I'm just going to make the assumption you know the pointer. Let's say you have already an integer that contains the value of 1. You are going to declare a pointer variable printing at the address of the variable. If you print out the pointer and then run the command, you should see that it is printing out something that doesn't really make sense to regular human, which is the address of the variable x. If you actually want to get the content of this pointer, which is the x assigned to that, you can just copy and paste this line here. Put an asterisk in front of the pointer. If you run the command again, you should see that printing with the value of the variable x, which is the 1. As you can see here, we are using short declaration, but we don't do that. We can actually specify what these variable type are. X is going to be an integer, and this pointer here will be variable of t with the type of integer pointer, printing out the address of the variable t, and nothing complaining right now. As you can see, nothing is complaining right now. The next thing, we are going to talk about the type declaration in Go. In Go, the type declaration are silently different, especially compared to traditional language. Now we are going to creating custom types for the inch and centimeter. We are creating custom type for inch and centimeter using them for the variables, performing conversion from the inch to centimeter, and showing how type conversion works. The goal is to represent and work with the distance in a clear and meaningful way. Now, we are making two kinds of units for measuring length, one for inch and one for centimeter. Now, we pick a length for something about 12.5 inch long. We also have another length, but we don't know how long is that. We look at the how long these things are in the inch and centimeter. By printing these to inch and centimeter, we use a rule for that 1 inch equal 2.54 centimeter to figure it out. We look at how long our thing is now in centimeter. By printing equivalent length of centimeter, we learn that we can do that using something called type conversion, as you can see in this example. That is it. We are just playing with the length, converting them back and forth using the rules we know. The types inch and centimeters help us keep things clear in our code. Just a quick reminder that I will make a lots of video about the Golang in the next week. Make sure to join and learn Golang with me by clicking the subscribe button. Until the next video, let's code together.